Guys, come on in.
So I just wanted to go through a quick overview of the first workshop where we kind of sat down and we found some different elements that we wanted to use within the park. We put them within our little drawing set there, and we also had you fill out a questionnaire. Yeah, it was amazing working with the kids. When we first got there and started talking to them, you know, the looks on their faces, they were engaged, but they were kind of holding back. They weren't sure whether they should answer questions right away. But once they got into the groups, they took a look at the program, they understood what they had to do, and they just worked as a group and they did very well.
I think having the kids involved this time around really let us have that creative mind juice, basically. The ability to not have boundaries. They think outside the box, and I think we get stuck a little bit every once in a while within the parameters of what the regulations are, city setbacks and everything like that, and what has been approved in the past. And this time around it was like, okay, we have a brand new perspective, and the kids were super excited. Like, some of the things that they thought were just outrageous, and you kind of have to go, okay, but is that safe? Is that ever gonna work? So it was just nice to have a blank canvas, basically, and kids that had no worries about what is right or wrong or what we've done in the past. They know what they want to play on, and they told you.
Well, working with students is typically not our normal process. We usually go through a community engagement or stakeholder engagement, and the odd time we'll get some public feedback. Some kids will get involved with that, but you're not working directly with the kids, and it's usually just for questions. So the way it makes it easier is the amount of ideas that they create that we maybe aren't able to generate. Sometimes we get a little bit jaded and we get stuck within our boundaries. So we have this process that we follow. The City of Regina sets out their standards, recreational elements, design requirements, and from there we kind of create a program. And sometimes within that program it gets a little bit restricted, so being able to put it out to the students, we got rid of those restrictions and added more stuff to it and just kind of gave them free rein.
They really wanted to make this park something for everyone. And I loved seeing that they really took the parameters that we put out to them and went with it. And they were like, oh, how's my neighbor gonna feel about this park? How's my little sister gonna feel about this park? How's my grandparents gonna feel about this park? How are they gonna use different things? It was incredible to see. Like, I really didn't think they'd be that organized. I figured they'd just be like, oh my God, park, playground, everything cool. But they really thought it all through, and it was great to see that. I think a big part of what we're doing now with the information that the kids provided is just making it actually work as a complete cell, basically, not just little pods. So bringing in the idea of a train, or bringing in the idea of the ghost town, or any of the elements that the kids really were like, I want that, and making it work so that all the other features that we'd like in the playground can meld well, so it looks like one park.
So right now we have submitted the concept plan for approval to the city. The city has approved the program elements within the park. So they've talked to each of their groups and they've said that we're good with these elements because there's a different group in the city that may look after different aspects of the park. So we have approval of the elements, and now we're just focusing on the layout within the park. And one of the fun things that we're working on is the playground design right now. So we have a playground supplier, and we're just going through the fun elements of that with the theme, the layout, and the different structures we can add in there.
The playground rep that we're trying to come up with an actual final playground design. Super excited that the kids were involved. They want to help out as much as possible. They were stoked that kids were fully engaged in designing this playground and park, and they were super excited about it because that's their thing. They want kids to play, and if kids are involved in designing something that they're going to play on, they're excited for it.